Productions. Hey, welcome to the Blue Room. We're here again for another Artist of the Month video. We're here today with Andres. How are you, my man?
Doing very well. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Glad you made it out today.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on the upgrades.
Hey, thanks, man. It's been a couple months since you've been here. How'd that first tracking session go? You were here with your brother. He was on acoustic bass. You were on acoustic guitar. I think we had him in the booth, and you were outside the booth.
Yes.
We had some isolation.
It was great. It was a lot more comfortable than we initially thought it would be. We definitely prepped and practiced to make sure that we wouldn't have to spend too much time, figuring out what we were going to do once we were here. What was really cool though was after we had our initial talk with you and then we came back and started recording, we saw that we actually had a lot more tools at our disposal and realized that we had room to really have the recording evolve into something bigger. Hearing it from the beginning into the end product, it just kept, the sound just kept improving and kept sounding better and better. Artists can now sound pretty perfect with all the tools that are available to them. But capturing that emotion behind the music, that's something that you can't reproduce. That's something that is very genuine. And so what I realized from working here is that, that passion coming from the artist, there has to be some reciprocity from it, from the people that they're working with.
I can only imagine that if you're spending 6 hours or 8 hours or half an hour with an engineer, they've got to be friendly and you need to want to spend time with them. I think we were really able to spread the load in terms of responsibilities and our focus, because I was really thinking about mic placement, mic choice, plugins we used, the effects we used. And you're thinking, since you're the songwriter, you're the lyricist, you're the artist, you're the musician, you're acting as a producer essentially, thinking about the arrangement of the song and the instrumentation and the tempo and the key you're singing in. So I didn't have to think about any of that, and you could concentrate on the music and I could think about the mix.
I have my music now on my iTunes shuffle, and I'll be listening to anything and any song from another artist, and then I'll hear my song come up, and sometimes I don't even remember that I had recorded it. It just kind of sneaks up on me, and then I'm like, wow.
If somebody has your recordings in iTunes on shuffle, it should be able to go between this and Incubus and something else and have the same level of consistency in terms of volume and tone and radio ready quality. So that's really important for me.
As far as gear, that's a tough question. As far as the electric guitar, I would love just the rounded pedal board with like all sorts of things on it, the delays and distortions and the wah pedals, and just basically anything where I could use the sound that I have and just turn it into something completely different. Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of studios you can choose from locally in this area, in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, as well as plenty of great national studios. Why here? What distinguishes us? What's unique about the Blue Room that you can't get from another studio?
What I really appreciated about this place, it was the ambiance. It was the atmosphere that was provided. The other thing is the enthusiasm that you've provided for the artist. I really enjoyed that. For me as an artist, I'm really putting a lot of myself into the music that I write, and so to have seen that you're putting in that same kind of effort to make sure that once there's a finished product, that it was the best representation of the music that we were able to make, and that really makes for really made for a great experience here.
I'm really glad you came by today. I truly look forward to having you in for hopefully the second album. Maybe we can do a video shoot sometime in the near future. Since you last saw me when I was just offering recording, mixing, mastering, now we do videography and still photography, duplication, album artwork, custom instrumentals, website design, all these other services we can offer local musicians. So whatever you decide to do with me, I hope to see you soon back here in the Blue Room.
Man, thank you very much for having me here today.
Glad you came by today.
Thanks a lot.
This is Conrad and Andres signing off in the Blue Room. See you later.